So I get to welcome you this Wednesday. We are a wonderful team of leaders, primarily hosted by our fearless leader, Joanne Nistico, who is not here today and has been gracious enough to hand the baton off to the others of us. Lauren B. is her assistant and will be here as part of an active support team. And I know that number of you, I want you to contribute as we go through, but I get to be your host today. And we are a team who are really committed to expanding not only the knowledge that we have and what we can offer on our nutritional products, but also what we can offer in terms of business possibilities. And those are such important issues right now that I think it's valuable for us to work on both sets of our muscles. I'll give you a quick overview first, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to screen share, and we will jump into showing you one of 4 different training sites that are set up specifically for our team. The first one, I'll give you a little bit of an outline, and I don't have this on a graph, so take your little piece of paper in front of you and draw 4 squares. And at the bottom left square, I'd like for you to write partnership with nature. And partnership with nature is our product prospecting site. And that is designed to have some of your stories, some of the product information, some links that we can use to simply add someone, invite them to join us on that site, tag them with what you'd like for them to hear, message them with where to go, and create a connection so that it becomes a public place. So for example, one of the things that I will ask Laura to do, and we'll ask Sylvia to do, is do a quick recording of your results, because what you've both shared is really valuable. And so you can work with your team leader, and just those are the kinds of things that are in this site, so that as we are looking to spread the word, it will not just be what I'm saying, but you'll be able to say, would you like to go and hear Laura's story? Would you like to go hear what Sylvia's experience is? So that's the product prospecting site. We will not be talking about that anymore right now. On the lower right, and it's not top and bottom, it's just that's the way I see it. On the lower right is Career with a Conscience. And that site is our business prospecting site. And that will be where we can take people, where you can invite people to get an overview of what it's like to be in business, why Shackley would be a partner, some more about network marketing, a little bit about how it works, an invitation to take a look at the business side of Shackley. So these are prospecting sites. We're not going to focus on those today. And there's still a lot of development going on. So stand by for those. What I will do is we'll go to the top 2 squares. And on the right side of the top is our distributor training site. And that is called PWN Partners, which if you go down to lower right, that's Career with a Conscience. Upper right is PWN Partners. So that is the training site that you all as new distributors will begin to go through when you begin working with your team leader after you've done some preliminaries. So that's what that site is. We're not going to focus on that tonight or right now either. The upper left is where we're going to focus today. And that is the member orientation. That is the Learn and Earn program, which with her permission, I'm going to use Rita as an example, because Rita is just reconnecting with Shackley now after a number of years, and has just basically sponsored this week as a member and then chosen to also become a distributor. So this is This is, okay, let's assume that Rita is my new guest. This is one of the first things that I will do, is I will invite you, Rita, to go through our member orientation. Now, the member orientation is set up for not only people who've been around for 100 years, but it's also for someone who may have come in brand new. And in your case, Rita, you're kind of both. You're coming in brand new, but you do have some experience. One of the reasons that we want everyone to go through this now is because things change. Things have been added, things have changed. There may be areas of products that you're not aware of. It just gives you a chance to have a full overview of the current contemporary Shaklee. And this site is called PWN Partners. Now, if you go down lower left, remember that was partnership with nature. So this is PWN Partners. So I hope that gives you a little overview, and we will be doing more and more with this as these other sites are even more developed. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to start with the screen share, and I'm going to take you to the member orientation site, which is called PWN Partners. Now, let's, Rita, with your permission, I'll just use you as an example. And what I'm going to say is, okay, Rita, now that you have chosen to reconnect with Shaklee, I haven't asked you what products you've used and what, objectives you have. But one of the first steps that I'm going to invite you to do is to go through the member orientation. This is also called a Learn and Earn program. And it's Learn and Earn because we, as your sponsor, mentor, coaches, actually offer a reward to you. If you choose to go through the member orientation, if you complete this in the next 7 days, we have a gift for you. So that's our Learn and Earn. You will be, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this with you. So here's the first step. You will be invited to the site, and you will start out here by at the very beginning. And what we'll do is you start here first, and we give you an overview. We're a collaborative team of leaders. We invite you. This is a private group. This is not open to the public. And this is to help you take advantage of your Shaklee membership. Keep in mind, let's say you just decided to get a membership in Costco. If you simply go in and pay your money and get your card or whatever and get permission to go in the store, there are a lot of things that we don't really know with that membership. We don't know any more details. And I'm not a Costco member. I don't live anywhere near a Costco store. So I'm just using this as an example. But this is the offer of the people to whom you became a member saying, hey, wouldn't you like to know all the different benefits? If you became a Boy Scout or joined the choir or joined the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it is, this is like an orientation to say, here are the benefits, here's what's available to you, so that you have a full idea. So does that make sense about what our objective is? So, and again, we offer the gift. So we're going to start with Rita. And what we're going to say to Rita is, the first thing that I'd like for you to do, now that you're on the site, come to the member orientation. And what you will see is there's a video here that will welcome you. And, oops, sorry about that. I messed this up here. Hold on. I think I double clicked. Okay. So you will see it, there's a sequence of very short videos. This one's 3 minutes. They'll generally tell you on the top, you see the 3.00, that'll tell you how long the video is. So go through this video, go through the orientation in that order. And then the next thing we're going to ask you to do is to go to the next step, which is the questionnaire. And the questionnaire, my format may look a little bit different just because this is on my site. No, I don't want to replace it. I just want to open it. This is the problem because I'm logged into my own site. Sorry about that. Hold on. Well, okay. No, I don't want to copy it. No, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to open it. Anyway, there is a questionnaire here. And thanks to Stu Holdren, among many others on the team, this questionnaire has been set up so that each one of the units, as you see, Unit 1A, each one of the units is numbered. And what we ask you to do is to take this questionnaire and either print it out physically, which you may choose to do, or it's also a writable PDF if you're digital and techie. Otherwise, print your questionnaire out, put your date on it, and there are two reasons for this. One of them is because, Rita, you have now chosen to become a distributor. This is a model that you are going to get to use with everyone that you bring in. And the reason you want to fill out the questionnaire is you're going to forget where you learned these things. So this will be like a cheat sheet for you to remember, oh yeah, that was in such and such a unit. So this is going to be your model, but it also means that everyone that you sponsor between now and forever will be invited to come through the same thing. So, so that's why the questionnaire is important. There's a second reason for the questionnaire, because Donna is your immediate business leader. Is that right? You work with Laura, but Donna is your business leader. Is that correct, Donna? Okay, so what we're going to ask you to do is you start today, you set an appointment with Donna for next Monday or next Tuesday and say, I want to, and if you finish sooner, that's great. I want to go over this with you, and hey, Laura, I'd like for you to be in on this. So what Donna's going to do is Donna's going to say, go through the questionnaire, because on the questionnaire, it'll give you a chance to write a little, you know, this is what I learned, but also on the questionnaire is who came to mind while you were hearing this information. Because one of the things that happens is gosh, my daughter-in-law needs to know this, or you know, somebody, one of my work colleagues needs to know this, or this is a question that's just come up recently. So write those things down in your questionnaire, and then when you go do your debrief conversation with Donna, then you will have some people in mind that you and Donna and Laura can talk about how you're going to connect with them or what information you'd like to give. The second thing you're going to do with Donna is that Donna's going to go through with you and review what products you're currently using and make sure that you are aware of the loyalty rewards and how those work, and they're tied to auto ship. So Donna's going to review with you what products you're using. There's also in here a questionnaire that says which products are you currently using. So you can create kind of a checklist. You can create a wish list of things that, well, next time I order, maybe I'll try this. Or when I run out of this, I'm going to replace it with that. So that's the purpose of the materials that are here for you. So let me just stop before I go any further and say, are there any questions from any of you? And maybe Susie, since I know you're here, would you like to add any comments on this? You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm glad to hear this, because this is exactly why I wanted to hop into this Zoom meeting, so I could learn how to get started and how to get going. So this is going to be very helpful for me. Perfect. And I look forward to filling out the questionnaire.
Perfect. That's great, Rita. Well, this is very helpful, and thank you for being the, you know, the timing is perfect.
Right.
So
Carolyn,
yes.
Could you tell us how to get to PWN Partners?
I can tell you and who is asking?
Laura.
Okay. So Laura, what you will do is you will talk to Donna. You'll talk to your business leader, because if you have, this is a private site. And so people don't just go scrolling on the internet and go getting into it.
Right. It's
So-
a Facebook page.
It is a Facebook page, but it is a private, in fact, a secret Facebook page. So you don't
Okay.
just kind of walk around and get in. And so what you do is you work with your business leader who will send you that invitation. Okay? So this becomes a closed group. Okay?
Thank you.
Great. Susie, did you want to add anything? Susie Sunko?
Hi, Carolyn.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I have found this really helpful. Like you said, if you're a Costco member or a member of something, you want to know, what do I get for that? What does that mean? And so I have found this a really simple way to find that out. I mean, the videos are 2 minutes, 4 minutes is a long one, and it's very succinct. So you can really hear clearly what it means. You know, what are the privileges? What are the loyalty rewards? Getting gifts, how can I share this with someone else? It makes it really, really simple. It also explains, you know, some of the products. It orients you to some of the things that might be helpful in particular for you. And it's all in this one place. So it takes out any confusion and searches. You just come right here and it's laid out really well.
Great, thanks, Susie. And what I realized is I did not, Scott, can you activate my audio, or do I need to go out and activate it if I want to play any of these?
You need to stop your screen share,
Okay,
and then when you bring up your screen share bar on the bottom left, there's a
There's the
share
audio.
computer audio.
yep, okay. Yep. Okay, thanks. So are you seeing my screen?
Yep, I see a whole field of people.
A whole field of people. Okay, here we go. How's that?
There it is.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for you just this first one. This is a 4-minute video that's called Member Benefits and Loyalty Rewards. And I think you'll see why this is helpful for a brand new person to go through, and even someone who may have experience, because they may very well not have, these are new systems and new opportunities. So I'm going to play this one for you right now.
We're going to help you understand the member benefits that are available to you and talk through next steps and how to navigate this site. Part of the Shackley difference is that the company stands behind their products with 100% money-back guarantee. No questions asked. So there's absolutely no risk when trying out any of our products that we're going to be introducing you to in this orientation. And when's the last time you walked into a box store and they gladly refunded your money simply because you didn't prefer the flavor? I didn't think so. Now, this guarantee makes it easy to experiment and put our products to the test. So let's talk about shipping. As a member, you qualify for a flat rate $8 shipping fee for any order up to $150. But if you go over $150, shipping is free. One of the member benefits we'd like to introduce you to is our Loyalty Rewards program. No one wants to run out of their favorite products, and that's what AutoShip is for. When you place an order on AutoShip that, by the way, you control the date and the frequency of, you'll be enrolled in our loyalty program where you can earn credit for free products. Consistency is the key to this program. Each time you place an AutoShip order, you will earn 1 point for every dollar you spend, excluding tax and shipping. You can log into your Shackley member account and you'll be able to track your loyalty points anytime in real time, and you can redeem them when you have sufficient points. The thing to keep in mind is that consistency brings greater rewards. As you can see, by being consistent, the value of your point increases from 5% to 10% and then stabilizes at 15% by placing a monthly Shackley order. Here are some of the things to keep in mind. Just make sure you place an order each month. Because it is consistency that's being rewarded, You can see in the previous slide that your value of the points will increase up to 15% as long as you place your order. Now, if you choose to not place an auto ship order, you can, as long as you have a minimum of $1 or more placed during that month, you can keep all previously accrued points. But if you cancel or skip your auto ship, your earned point balance reverts to 0. Now you can start qualifying again for loyalty points, but the value of your points will begin again at 5% as long as you hold it for 3 months, increase for 10% for 3 more months of consistency, and then you can get back up to 15% as long as you're consistent. So that's what's being rewarded. Now, keep in mind that your points do expire 1 year from the date you earn those points, but you can track that in the back office in your member center. So that's all you have to do. Log into your member account and you can track exactly where you're at. And don't forget to update your birthday in your member profile, because when it's your birthday, as long as you place an auto ship order in that birthday month, you're going to get a special gift no matter what level you are at in the program. So let's talk about your next steps. Every product that Shaklee manufactures benefits your health or the health of the planet in some way. In the following units, we will share a brief introduction to the various product categories so you can familiarize yourself with all of our product benefits. We want to show you how, as a Shaklee member, you can experience superior products and save a lot of money simply by switching brands. Now, when you work through all of the units, set up an appointment with your sponsor mentor so you can choose your gift for completing this orientation. It's our way of welcoming you to the Shaklee family.
So, do you think that would be helpful to have everyone that you sponsor as a member have that information? And I can't see anybody, but maybe somebody can raise their hand or say yes.
Yes, yes.
That's
And
gonna help me.
and we get to learn it. So you can see why this is the way we begin. Now, the next step is we can talk a little bit about how the business works. And there's an introduction to Dr. Shaklee, to the history of innovation. And as you'll see, each one of these videos are 2, 3, 4 minutes. They're all very, very trim in size. And you can go through these, your member can go through these. You don't have to do it all at once. You can go back and continue to come back to it. This is some of the treasures of your Shaklee membership. These are some of the things that are available to you. So, for example, daily use of your daily nutrition regimen is a commitment to our health. Not being healthy is inconvenient. It's really inexpensive to stay healthy. We can set a wellness example. We contribute to the health of our household and the planet by the choices that we make. And healthy living is a commitment to ourselves. Our habits determine our destiny. So these are just some of the things that are in that next little segment. See if I can figure out, because I got so much covered up on my screen here. Next is a segment that I think is always really impressive. And I don't want to take time to go through all of these things. Well, this is 1 minute and 45 seconds. This one I will go through. This is an introduction to Shaklee's resource, Shaklee's distribution center, because this is a buyer beware of the black market supply of some people who think that they want to go to Amazon. So let me just play this for you quickly.
Center in Groveport, Ohio. You can see behind me these racks of all of our incredibly high quality nutrition, healthy weight, healthy home, and healthy beauty products. And this room here is our cold storage room. You just pull the cord and you come in and you can see how big this is. And the reason why we put this here is because there are certain products that need to be stored at a fixed temperature and a fixed humidity at cold levels in order to maintain their freshness and their efficacy. And these include probiotics and fish oil, our Vivix products, and we're not aware of any other company that stores this much of their products in cold. This is, I don't know, 50, 60 feet high. We've got racks of this. And we built this from the very day that we built our distribution center because we are 100% committed to quality in everything that we do. And besides the 100,000 quality tests that we do a year, the machines that atomize with the heat of the sun to test for heavy metals, we believe in storing the finished product in such a way that guarantees that it works. And that's why we really encourage everybody to buy directly from our Shaklee family members, because that way they can guarantee that the product is shipped from our facility where our QC people control every single step of the way, and it's stored in such a way to guarantee that we can deliver the potency that our clinical studies substantiate. So this is just another piece of the Shaklee quality. Welcome to our cold storage in our Groveport, Ohio facility, and thank you for being part of our Shaklee family.
You think it would be helpful to have your members know those things and really see the Shaklee difference in action? So this is unit 1. There are a couple of more segments in here. There's a letter from Dr. Jamie on the Shaklee difference. Here is the download on a questionnaire that's called "Which products do you use?" And we suggest you download this and print it. And this is a place where you get a correlation between, okay, well, I use a hand cream. What is the Shaklee equivalent? So then you can begin thinking about your wish list, your shopping list. This last section in the first unit is really helpful. I learned stuff in this one. This introduces you to the product guide, the Shaklee product guide, which is available to you online. Now, what you want to do is make sure that you talk to whoever invited you, whoever your business leader is, that will give you a personalized link so that when you go in and go through your product guide, these links will go directly to things where you can actually order. So there's some very cool stuff in here. Every time I go through this, I learn something else. So that's your first unit. Now, the way this is set up is you will go through 4 units, but what you're going to see is I'm taking more time in the first one, just so you know. What you'll see is you'll go through the 4 units. After that, there are resources that are in here. So unit 2 is, this will take about 30 minutes. And it's about 30 minutes to go through these because you time the different videos. Here's one for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Here's an introduction to Shaklee's heritage, 2 minutes. Here is a really good orientation to why nutrition for 2 minutes. Here is an introduction to the Prove It Challenge. This one's 30 seconds. An introduction to weight management, the Shaklee 180 program. Here's an introduction to a continuation about the importance of managing weight. Introduction to the personal care products. A little more on the Shaklee Youth line, the skincare, and especially for the kids, a minute with an introduction to the skincare products, an introduction to immunity and the timely topics of things that we want to be using during these COVID times. An introduction to the green and non-toxic products, and a cost comparison of Get Clean products compared to what other things people might be using. A quick introduction to role modeling with the Shaklee Pure Performance Olympians. This is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And a quick introduction to Vivix. And then one of the most valuable products we talk about is our side gig. And that's just an introduction to the possibilities of creating a business overview. And this, as you can see, is just 1 minute. And then this is a continuation to remind you that you have a gift available as long as you stay with your questionnaire. So that's unit 2. That's about 30 minutes. Then we go into some nuts and bolts. And this begins with how do you redeem your loyalty rewards, reminders for your appointment with your mentor leader, because now Rita has agreed that she's going to have an appointment next Monday or Tuesday with Donna and with Laura. So you can make sure that you go over your questionnaire. This gives you a questionnaire again that you can download in case you lost it. This one, Rita, will be helpful for you because this is the difference between being a preferred member and being a distributor. So you've made the choice. We all come in as preferred members. And I personally, anyone, regardless of what their new title is, I have them go through this member orientation because it's important. All the information is valuable and important. But in addition to that, this is designed so that you can copy this with anyone else that you bring in. It's also designed so that you can be hands off. You don't have to go through all of this material with everyone that's there. You get to simply listen to it and have them go through the assignments. And then comes our last unit of the required section. This is unit 4. So this says, congratulations, you finished your member orientation. Thanks for joining our mission, and make your wish list of the products that you're interested in. And then what if all the products on your wish list were actually free? This is an introduction to the possibilities of creating a business. And because now someone is in as a member, and this is an introduction to that. And then carrying forward the Shaklee mission. These are the 4 units that are the quote retired, or that are the required units that you go through with your orientation. So Rita, this will be what you'll do, that you'll connect with Donna and Laura on. But I'd like to show you a little bit more about what else is here. So what else is here? This is resources. So as you can see, units 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the ones that are like required. But now, suppose you have some more questions. Unit 5, this is the core nutritional supplements. This goes through some more information. Why do we actually use supplements? Test it out, the introduction to the Prove It Challenge, which some of you mentioned earlier. A little bit more about the Prove It Challenge. And this also has a terrific segment called the Healthy Medicine Chest. This is about 29 minutes. This is not required, but if you go into the Healthy Medicine Chest, you will have a wealth of information on many of the products that are not routinely used. We call it the Natural Herbal Medicine Chest because it's the things that you want to have around when you need them, but you don't need them every day. So, you know, you get a mosquito bite, or you feel like you're coming down with a little something. These are the things you want to have around. So this is one of the parts in that segment. These are just like extra gifts of more information. There's more in here on the core nutritional products. There's more here on the cleaning products. So there's demonstrations of the products, the green cleaners, again, the cost comparison sheet on Get Clean. And once a person is a member in this site, this is where you begin using add, tag, message. So for example, Rita, let's say that you'd been through your first 4 units, but you come back to Donna and to Laura and you say, would you tell me some more about these cleaning products? Like, I really don't know that much about them. I got the introduction, but I'd like to get started. So what Donna and Laura can do is tag you on this section and have you come in and say, well, why don't you go here? Because here's some more on the cleaning products. So this is an additional segment that's not included in your required overview, but it's a little bit more detail for you that you can go through. So let's go through, that's units. Health on the inside. Suppose you want to know some more about, or on the outside, some more about the skincare products, some before and after pictures. This is a segment on fitness from Olympians and the professional fitness people who are fabulous role models for us, why they trust Shaklee. Let me see if this is a quick video here.
Top athletes in the world. Pure Performance consists of some of the top athletes in the world. Every single one of them is either the best or one of the best in the world at their sport. And they also share something else. They're all under the most strict drug testing protocols in the world. They can be drug tested 24/7, 365, any time of the day or night, any time of the year. And these athletes need the top products, which is why they partnered with Shaklee, because they know these products work and they know they're safe to be drug tested while taking Shaklee products.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? So you can always go back and tag someone just to see that 35-second video. Here's another one of the Olympians. And then let me see what other segments are covered on your extras. And then I'm going to come back and ask for questions. That's the Olympians. Here's a segment on immune support and on something on Vivix. There's a collection of some Vivix testimonials. And then the last segment here is don't skip over one of the real benefits, the side gig earnings or the opportunity to have income for life. And so this is an introduction to the $20,000 program that's effective for this year of 2020. The opportunity to support our healthy habits. And this includes the earnings postcard, which is the, oh, this is the stuff I can't download real easily. Sorry about that, because it's on my computer. It includes the earnings postcard. Yeah, I can't, I'm logged in, so I needed to have logged in anonymously to make that available. So that's a brief overview. And what I'd like to do now is come back and see, are there comments from any of you who have used this up to date, and ask you to just unmute yourself so that we can hear from you. First of all, those of you who have used the member orientation, and then maybe some questions from some others of you. So you can just unmute yourself and say hello.
Carolyn?
Yes.
I went through those units, but I did have 2 people that I sent to it, but they were not able to open it. So I am glad that you sent this thing out again today, and that should be a little bit simpler for my members to open.
Good. And if you have any issues like that, Erna, that's an opportunity for you to reach out to Joanne, or maybe Lauren B. can help to walk you through it.
Thank you.
Because once you get set up in it, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But we also recognize that not everyone is comfortable with a Facebook platform. Not everyone has done a lot of online work. So it may just take a little more hand-holding, but we hope it's worth it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Erna. So, Lauren, I would love to close with Lauren B. You've been a part of all of this, and you're also relatively new. So would you just give any comments or insights?
Sure. So I have gone through some of the units. I've done, I think, about 1 and 2. And it really helped to just hone in on all the really important details and kind of streamline everything. So I know exactly, you know, what the process is, and I understand a little bit more. Working with Joanne, I've had to go through and do stuff on the back end on the Shaklee site, and there's just so much information there. It's complete overload. Mm-hmm. So between working with the Shaklee site directly and the Facebook group, it really helped to like narrow it down to just those important parts in the Facebook group. I also want to say that Joanne is working on we're working on a video to hopefully include somehow to kind of point people to the questions that you have to answer at the very beginning when you come into the Facebook group, to maybe streamline it a little bit more and make it a little bit easier. I know we've had some issues with those questions and people not answering. So if you guys have any comments or any issues, you can always email hello@joannesco.com and I can relay it to Joanne and we can take a look and fix it.
Great, thank you. And just to try to help answer a little bit about that, Lauren, I think we've changed the questions now. So the only real question that you answer is who invited you.
Okay,
That
great.
should be pretty simple.